Is it working? Okay. Hi guys! Welcome back to some more Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender Action. New Year is here! Let's celebrate. So my dad's down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Huh. That's interesting. Thank you. Admin Chris. He'll stop the epic miming for a while just to say thank you. Big thanks to each and every one of you who bought this game. Thank you for reaching up to this point in the game. Thank you all for tweeting all your questions, your Tumblr. Answer every single thing. We can't stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you very much. The road was rocky. As we had hope at the end of the development, we even had some people actively trying to sabotage our work, but like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked it out. For all my nonsense, hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. Let's fill the world with badass cuties. Nice. Do you still know Romanian? Of course, I haven't forgotten my own language. Um, you know, I have started to speak more like with a more English accent, and there are times where I forget like specific words, but I can still like handle day-to-day conversation. I grew up in Romania and lived there for 25 years. You don't forget that easily. Yeah, Mulan tea. Bit late, but let's get it. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gaby will show up any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Oh, she is totally simping after her boss, so yeah, a hug will definitely work. Right. Everything's fine. I've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gaby. Boss might even give me a hug. The fucking thing is gonna appear right when we talk to her and we're gonna screw it up. I'm okay. Hello? Oh, right on cue. Gaby, come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! Huh? You talk first. No, well, some days ago I got a letter. Even other than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? Sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Is there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. Spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. Lost sleep and appetite thinking about it, and after all these worries, after all those problems, all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things, and she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fights? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolate label 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you're pissed about the lack of free. Oh, that's a classic. Or that time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table. She sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. The letter was supposed to piss me off like that. I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day, but organs are different. Condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments are out of the question. Were out of the question. Why not? Wait, why? Yep. Yeah, it is apparently. Yes, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Well, if I know, I was angry to learn that she hid it. She didn't tell me. Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Huh. Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. Shot even left her a nasty mark when she had to apply them. Yikes! Ugh. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark. Oh, wow, yeah. The rejection was what ended up killing her. Machine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. Condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, so maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe if it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards, they don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. If she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Or maybe you couldn't. There's these situations where you have a health problem and there's nothing that any other person can help, so yeah, the only thing you can do is be supportive, I guess. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, about the what ifs won't bring her back, huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. If I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just followed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? The amount just increased freehold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill, Lenore, she's resting now. She's resting after having that heart condition all these years. You don't have to face it alone though, if she only... So let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together? Lenora's a fun-loving person. The best we can do now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. To ask though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She complained about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes away. That goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something, and you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. Should have been mature and not shouted at you either. Let's call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. Yeah. So, how did you find me exactly? Um, have you heard of a message board called Danger You? Oh god, really? I have, yeah. And I visit it from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. The description of the bartender sounded just like you. Oh, wow. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like, I missed that. I hope I can catch it in the... More like dumbfounded, okay. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. Went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right there and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She's saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. Then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't gonna let her decide such a big thing for me. She could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time, and it rained down on me at that moment. She couldn't on herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd got married? Yeah, basically kind of like violating your autonomy, and yeah, it makes sense. She suddenly decides to craft my life to her needs after marriage. I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me, but what about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, no. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurt so much, but have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate, just out of routine, getting used to it. Wanted to break from everything for a while and put my thoughts in order, regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand, I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. Yeah, I keep forgetting that she is younger. She's like, what, 18? 17? That what led to you two fighting, huh? The word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back about it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. Could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that, huh? Told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but I instead kept pushing her. Should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Huh. So she was projecting. That does track. Lenore, we are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You're supposed to be the mature one, play your role correctly. Hmm. Why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that. Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? And you didn't want to see her, fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. Ah, shit. I grabbed the... eh, ran over this. I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. In perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it'll never make sense. It sounds very stupid when I look back, not that it makes things easier. Never get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. Sir, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself for the past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much though. We're together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. It's just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Morning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces, both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. Let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. I would have like a fedora, honestly, but... The piano woman. Grab this for a second. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. Can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gaby in your absence. Sure Gaby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. Always be there for her. Be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? Um, I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis... You idiot, why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot, idiot. I always told you everything, wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot! Ah, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise me the same to me. And promise we won't fight? I can't do that, huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But I can promise that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have, and you will be an adult. Do you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gaby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill? Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers! So, about this drink, can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Damn, they're so serious about alcohol. Like, you know, fucking Romania or whatever. We give drinks to underage kids in family all the time. I think back to it. Didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. Should have known better when she offered me apple soda. Put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. But did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be an apple soda. Oh, did you get back at her? Well, I hid all the dildos in the house that night only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Oh god! And as a follow-up, she used the same cucumber in a salad days later. Oh no! Oh, that is nasty. So, do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? She's my best friend at school. This Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so it can't be helped. Nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe right now. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. He's looking to expand. He got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. I saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District had almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. I started shouting, I knew it! Fucking knew you were a lesbian. Mark 1 for daddy. Ah, wow. You had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 or so. That said sis was into girls, the acquaintance didn't believe him. Got a beer or whatever he was, right or not. Beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. God, I should have done that. Her mom and Lenore never made up, did they? Guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. Damn. Still on my sis side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic, she did it because her friends were. It does happen like that, you know. In a lot of cases, it's like for example, I'm not gay personally, but I do go to the Pride Parade to support my friends, and people are my parents or grandparents are like, "Oh, don't go there. What will they think about us?" You know, stupid shit like that. If you know, her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Don't know. Mom and dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? Never got married, so there was no proper divorce. Haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. Must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Jill, I'm a bit dizzy. Must be the alcohol. The what? I did say let's break the alcohol taboo, didn't I? Yeah, but don't worry, it'll pass in a bit. Let this be a warning of the danger of taking things from strangers in bars. First you feel dizzy, then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice. You're trying to justify your action with a moral, you're digging yourself digger. I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? Small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want the kid to burden. Or you won't. You'll only get the cola for the night though, no alcohol. I think it's a bit late for that. I guess we could have given her something non-alcoholic. Give us time to catch up. I can introduce you some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me, great. Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you with. Hey! It's all lighting up. Oh, that was lovely. Is that the end of the game? No way! Wow, it ended right during the party. So I can't go back and buy the Mulan tea since it's clear that we can't get the rent done, and that will allow us to get the Kira Miki ending as well. But yeah, other than that, that was lovely. Lovely little game. Definitely my style of game, you know, not you don't have a lot of interactions. It was actually very minimal, but you know, very story heavy, story that is very relevant. You know, it's like discussions about relationships and society and philosophy and stuff like that. So very, very good, far-reaching stuff. And you do actually have a bit of impact with the drinks you make. It's not a lot, but yeah, you can definitely make something go around. You right there. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for all the support. Well, thank you very much for making the game, and thank you all at home for watching. This has been a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Game Maker Studio. I have to check that Game Maker Studio thing. Been thinking of like, I still want to make my own game while I work in the game industry, and like um, games like these are kind of like the easiest to make. I have a plan for like a more complex game, but I don't know when I will get the time and the motivation to do it. But yeah, like I said, hope you all enjoyed watching. Make sure you have a like, subscribe to see more. We will end the live stream over here. I just want to see if there's anything after the credits, any endings. Did you have fun? I sure did. And I'll catch you all around. Also got to meet the cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you though? Oh, right. They are actually discussing. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Cute. You're right. Good night, Jill. Because apparently there are a few different endings, so I have to check. I'm not sure if it tells you like what achievements you get. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Oh. February 1st. That's 1 month after. To think I'd be evicted. They are pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month. I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Right? About that. Forget it. I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think what to do next. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here by the... Whoa, your bed is huge. Queen size. Considering I lived with a guy for at least 4 years. Can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like just like single life, I guess. If you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept in a mattress in over 2 years. Can't be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyway, good night. Nighty night. Damn. It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. Don't wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. If boss would have let me crash in her place. Let's try to sleep a bit and... No, go away! You piece of fur, don't you dare sleep on my fat... Oof. Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar. Start over from day one while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. What? Oh, New Game Plus. Oh, we get to keep the items. So we don't have to do the whole thingamajig of getting distracted. Oh. I'm really disappointed that I think we missed out on an ending because of missing that rent. I don't want to replay the entire game again. We'll see. Maybe I'll play. Oh, and it has her on her side. Goodbye, Miss Bartender. That's so cute. Well, in any case, hope you all enjoyed watching. Make sure you have a like, subscribe to see more. And I'll see you next time. I'm going to make it has stopped working. Bye-bye. So I was just about to end it, but I got into the New Game Plus and Anna is over here. Why didn't I show on the TV? Gags get old if you repeat them too much, you know. No matter, thank you for playing again. Don't worry, you won't be punished for choices made in past playthroughs. It's a fresh new beginning. Almost fresh, at least. Jo will have all the memories she had at the end of last time. She'll keep everything she bought or unlocked. Means she can potentially be a millionaire but remain the same poor bartender. Special disbelief exists for a reason, right? Oh, but deaths will still show up, so be careful. You get all the endings yet? Here's a couple of tips. Leaving Jo homeless or not is the first step towards at least one of them. We did get that. It's two of them that rely on being a top bartender to the buff sweetheart and the cat-eared beauty. Aww. Of those two, one needs you to be patient with the pompous buffoon. One needs you to serve the busty droid what she wants. Her busty girl, the blonde one, you should get hers as long as you're not an asshole. Becky's should be easy as long as you remember what she says. 6 different endings, can you get them all? They're all the chatter. Let's pretend this never happened. Game start? Right. Interesting. Well, I don't want to replay the entire game. Well, if I have the time and patience, I'll play it on my own, but I'll probably just look it up online. So yeah, like, subscribe, and it has stopped working. Bye bye.